What up, Gemini? This is Anthony DeMario, the Hoodie Tarot, and I'm here to deliver the good news to you. And, we're just going to get into it like this. But before I get started, just want to say thank you for checking in. This is a general reading, so not all the message may apply. Take what you want from it, and anything else, just leave it be there. And if you'd like something more specific, you can hit me up at the Instagram, at Facebook, thehoodytarot.com. Book your reading, and I'd love to work with you. So let's get into it, all right? Happy November 2020. To you, Geminis. Hope all is well. I know all is well. Let's see what we got for you. All right, so all right, so we'll start with the bottom of the deck, and the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. All right, Pisces had this as well, but the Eight of Swords is, in short, it's about saying what needs to be said. This woman is standing on top of a pumpkin. The swords are going through there. She can't sustain that energy. Swords and tarot represent communication, thoughts, and so this is either getting some thoughts out, getting some words out, getting some form of communication out. And I believe with you being Mercury ruled, that I think that this is something that really needs to come out. This could be a feeling, an expression, like a confession, could be a secret, but whatever it is, it needs to come out in November. And I think November is going to be conducive of bringing out those things, especially ideas. If you've been having an idea as it pertains to business, or investing, or something that you just want to expand, like getting the idea out there, November is going to be healthy to do that, okay? Now, in terms of your spiritual guidance, we have the Chariot card. I love this, right? Travel was going to be good for spirit in the month of, did I say November? I'm so sorry, December. December 2020. This is your December 2020 reading. My bad. But the Chariot talks about movement, right? Going, triumph, moving forward. So in December, I feel like a lot of you Geminis are going to feel accomplished in some way of getting these thoughts out, getting these words out, making this confession, right? And, this can penetrate to any part of your life sector. But the big thing about that Eight of Swords energy, again, it's not sustainable. Like, that woman can't stand on that pumpkin. She can't be bound for that long before she's going to want to break. And a lot of you are going to want to break out. Part of this breakout energy is because you want to experience this chariot feeling. This feeling of being celebrated, revered, accomplished, all of that good stuff. But the feeling of movement, too. Because when the chariot moves, like, it moves long distances. The chariot it's like momentum. And so if you've been feeling stagnant, Gemini, which again, being ruled by Mercury, some signs can feel stagnant, can deal with being in place. But I feel that if you're Mercury ruled, you want the feeling of things to continue to move, to continue to press on, to progress. So the Chariot card in the spiritual sector is just saying to honor the thing that makes you feel triumphant, honor movement. If you want to take a vacation, take a vacation. If you want to visit a place, it could be short distance or long distance, but movement is going to be healthy, especially if you've been, what do you want to call it? If you haven't been living a healthy lifestyle lately, like if you haven't been moving around, moving your body, a lot of you might need to move, dance, get your, move the chakras, loosen up. I think also for some of you might benefit from interacting with a Cancer. Just for a couple of you having conversations. A lot of you need to look at how conversation can heal, how conversation can make things cohesive. Okay, that's another thing there. I think that's all I got for that. Now, in terms of your money, hey, all right, we got money's looking good, Two of Wands, all right. So yes, some of you are embarking in a journey, some type of financial journey. I do see the Eight of Swords. Getting some type of idea out there is going to be really important. And it could be small. I think the more weird, the better, the more unique it is, the better it will be, because, you know, this Two of Wands is a journey. This person has the world in their hands, all right? But they've chosen one wand, so this is making decisions. So a lot of you are needing to make a decision for some type of journey, and I think this is something that is, you're investing a lot of time in, something that you know is going to pay off in the long run. Okay, I see that we got the Chariot there. So this is being fully invested in the journey, knowing that it's going to take the work, but also to just know that it's rewarding to be moving. It's rewarding to be going through this and to be pursuing something. Okay, so a lot of you are looking at an uptake in money based on an important financial decision and sticking to it. In terms of action to take, okay, we have the Hermit. I've been seeing this card a lot for Gemini readings, so I'm not sure if you're interacting with a Virgo, but the big thing about the Hermit is, again, this is an isolated journey. Specific to how it's sitting with the Chariot, I think that a lot of you can benefit from a trip alone. I think also a lot of you can benefit from just the fact that the Hermit is asking that you take stock, itemize, be specific in terms of like, well, what does my soul want, right? Because we have the Chariot, and then, you know, the Hermit has this lantern, and that represents intuition. It represents the inner light, being guided by the soul, being guided by spirit, essentially. And so this is the connection to spirit and the earthly journey of obtaining information, experience, nurturing oneself, and the virgins, which is the new beginning, right? So I think a lot of you Geminis can benefit from either interacting with a Virgo or just absorbing the Virgo-like qualities, which is, you know, again, mothering, nurturing something. What are you nurturing? What are you giving birth to? What can benefit from your attention to detail and attentiveness and quick response? This is a time to do that. And again, I feel like a lot of you are taking a personal journey, so you can benefit from, while you are, you know, people are drawn to you. Obviously, you're charismatic and people think the world of you, and you inspire people to have fun. This is a time to really, I think, for a lot of you to spend, when you do have the time to isolate, when you do have the time to be with yourself, make the most of it, okay? Now, in terms of love, all right, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords is out there. So a lot of you are looking to explore new things in love. The Page of Swords is inquisitive, intelligent, wants to know, wants information. So I think for a lot of you in partnerships, you can benefit from researching, you know, if there's ways to improve the relationship, you can benefit by researching the ways to improve the relationship. Like if it's like, well, how can we spend more time with each other? If it's how can we get closer together? If it's how, you know, how can we spice things up in the bedroom? Whatever it is, right? You know, relationships have endless endless things and situations when you're dealing with another person. So this Page of Swords speaks to you just doing the research and finding out like the ways to improve the relationship, the ways to like, even if it's like bring money into the household. That's another thing too. I see the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. So something, if you have something that you want that's on your heart and you need to communicate that to a love interest or a partner, like you can really benefit from doing that. Spirit says that you absolutely should, because it's Eight of Swords. Again, this can start to weigh on you. And if you're, being that you're Mercury ruled, and if you have a lot on your mind, and if you're withholding communication, that's going to impede all other energy, right? It's gonna slow down your money. It's gonna not benefit your love life, and it's gonna like mess with you and your connection to divine. So you need to get what's ever on your chest out to your partner. For some of you, and so for some of you, your partner might have something to express to you, and so regardless of what it is, I believe that it'll lead to like progress. You know, the Chariot, it's going to lead to progress. For some of you, it's going to lead to healing, and that's going to be a beautiful thing. For those of you who are single, I think that I think some of you are ready to like get out. We do have the Eight of Swords, Page of Swords though, so it's like you want to talk, it's what you want to communicate, but the Eight of Swords is like, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready to have conversations. I'm not sure if I'm ready to have dialogue with people. But, you know, I think you should really honor this Page of Swords, which is like, you know, he wants to explore it. His head is in the clouds. So, um, being that he is an explorer, he has to go into new territory, right? So, this would speak for a lot of you singles. If you're used to meeting people a certain way, try something different. If you're used to meeting people on the internet, try going out more. If you used to meeting people out, going out, try internet dating. If you like going out and you know you've been frequenting the same spots or the same locations, like be open to meeting people um in a different setting, even with a different group of people, right? Because the Page of Swords socializes air sign. Some of you may be interacting with a air sign as well. But all in all, pretty solid reading, Gemini. But I would be open to communication, either again being open about something or somebody giving you some important piece of information. But regardless, whatever is put out or comes in, it will allow for healing to come. So that's what I got. More for you in the extended. Hit the link and check out the Patreon. And with much gratitude, my attitude. Thank you. This is the Hoodie Tarot. I'll see you soon.